Mirror safety, CM, 6M gas mask, Axil, GS Extreme, earbuds. So far so good. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So over the years, I've been using electronic earmuffs. They go over your ear, they work really well, they're relatively comfortable, but there's a couple of flaws to them. Mainly in the summer months, it just gets really hot and sticky and sweaty, and also if you end up having to bump your rifle stock maybe on your cheek when you're trying to get that good cheek position there, you might bump it, letting in some of that gun noise, and that is no good for anyone's hearing. So I wanted to find something that's relatively newer to the market that actually does work, and that is electronic earbuds. Now, many companies have tried these before, and I wasn't sure what to expect from Axil. I met with the guys actually down at Drive Tanks for the Gundies. It was a great time down there. So I met with those guys, had some dinner, talked about the technology behind it. Axil was originally for hearing aids, so they know a lot about ears and the audio technology that goes into those types of devices. And this is no different. I mean, they're kind of unique. They got stretchy kind of little pieces of wire on top that go over your ear, so it kind of fits in like that. Technology is very similar to what you've seen with other behind the back wired earbuds. Of course, these are designed to block out gun noises as well. Noise cancellating, definitely. Bluetooth, of course, listen to music. Simple on-off switch, very nice. You can turn it off and on, save battery. Does have a USB DC in right here, micro USB. So let's get to trying these out some more. I'll probably take them out for a couple of range sessions, and we'll see how they do. Packaging seems to be really nice. GS Extreme by Axil, Bluetooth, 29 decibel rating. Has a little magnetic flip top here. Kind of cool. Comes with the case and the earbuds themselves. Some more specs on the back here. Hearing enhancement, protection, of course, Bluetooth, 12-hour battery life, foam tips, silicone tips, so depending if you want to just listen to music or if you want to use them for actually shooting, foam tips, of course, for shooting, and then fit to ear, which is very nice, sweat proof. I mean, all the good stuff, good for shooting, hunting, loud events, yard work, construction, very cool. Opening it up here, you can slide it out. Got nice foam packaging here, comes with this nice nifty case. Oh yeah, there's all your foam tips. Charging looks like a micro USB. There you go, very nice. And the actual earbuds themselves, kind of twisted in here. Oh, look at that, so it's kind of layered in there. You take it apart like so. You can either slide either way through, or just push these through. There you go. Fairly lightweight. I mean, feel good. Nice quality feel to them. Looks like a nice, well thought out design to kind of lock into your ear. Let's put these on, give them a test. So I'm going to start with these large tips here, see how they feel. All you have to do is slide them over this little piece right here. There you go. Real squishy. Let's see how they fit in my ear. So you just hold down the Bluetooth button for a couple of seconds. Flashes blue and red. Find it on your phone under the Bluetooth setting. That should connect here. There it is. So now you got it connected to Bluetooth. You can control volume up or down. Signifies on your phone. And then over here you have your on off, plus and minus to kind of adjust how much you want to hear with these in, how much noise it blocks out. So let's try out these earbuds. Kind of cool, lightweight. Also, this wire here is moldable. That's kind of cool. What kind of shape to the back of your ear. This kind of goes over your ear like so and in, so the Axil logo is right side up. So left and right ear labeled right on there. On the back there, there's a left little L there, if you can see that. So buttons are pretty responsive. The right side here is volume, like I mentioned, and the left side here is your on-off, and then your up and down for enhanced audio. Such a weird sound. I mean, it's nice to have that freedom without your ears sweating in earmuffs, but the sound of the gunshot is just a little bit different. It's almost like more of a snap than a muffled sound. But, I mean, decibel, it's fine. I don't have any issues, no ringing, no leak, no noise through the foam there. You can kind of see how these are in the ear. Wire is wrapped around and molded. And I actually have some music playing. So I turned it to the lowest setting for music. And you can turn it all the way down and it does mute it. But if you have to kind of push it pretty hard and a little bit slower to get it to crank up. It's not instant. Yeah, it's a little better. Pretty good music, I mean, for the sound at least. And you do hear the music when you fire around as well. Yeah, see if I can play with this here. It's a little sluggish on the enhanced sound. What if you hold it? No, I can't really hold it. There you go. Alright, so I'm cranking it up. Alright, if I crank it up, I can the thing kind of vibrates a little bit in your ears. Honestly, I would keep it low. So when it's cranked up, you can it kind of vibrates a little bit. I mean, they're very small speakers, right? This is not earmuffs. But it really does work. Yeah. So far, so good. So let's try the old AK-47 with this ear pro in. Let's try one round, just in case. Yeah. Again, different tone than I'm used to with earmuffs on. But also, with that cheek rest, when you bring the rifle up, and if you happen to have to move your head just a little bit, you're not going to be bumping anything. You see that? And also, you don't really hear the wire. A lot of times, like the old Bluetooth headphones have the wire around, you'd hear it. Such a weird noise. Again, it's blocking it all out, but it's a different tone entirely. By the way, PSA makes a great AK. I gotta finish the review on this. Such a sweet shooting rifle. By the way, these are the new waffle pattern mags from Palmetto State Armory. Been testing it out. So far, so good. Has metal locking tabs, metal base plates. Fit great. Look good. Probably do a little torch test with these pretty soon. But Ghost Strikes GS Extremes by Axil. So far, so good. So one of my final thoughts on the Axil Ghost Strike Extremes. Well, after using them for a few months now, I can kind of get a feel for what they're capable of, what they're maybe not so great at doing, and just the overall quality. So sound quality seems great. You can listen to music. You can go and just have adjustments back and forth on how much sound comes through and what's the enhanced audio and what that sounds like, which is great because sometimes if you turn up all the way, you can kind of hear everything for about a mile away. So it's great to be able to have that adjustment. I kind of keep it a little low. Now it's great to also note what they're not capable of. They do work. They work really well for what they are. I mean, they're just small earbuds essentially, right? And you do have a couple of options for your foam tips, as well as a few options for silicone tips, which are the ones that go right in your ear for maybe just listening to music. Now, I cannot stress this enough, but you have to treat these as essentially earbuds, all right? So if you're going to use earplugs, you typically would grab them, you'd mold them, put them in your ear, let them expand and really kind of seal up, all right? And that's something you have to note with these. So you have to find these little plugs here on the end, little foam tips, all right? The foam tips, these guys right here, you need to squish them and get them all ready and warmed up so they can go in your ear nice and tight. And then typically what I do is when I put these on, I'll put it over like so, get the wire around, and then I'll kind of work it in after kind of squishing the foam down. It's so important to really fill up that ear canal there, because just like any other earbud or any kind of ear protection you put in that is small like this, like little foam ear tips there, you want to make sure that they are sealed up, because that's how this works. I mean, if there's any noise getting through, it's going to be creeping around the foam because you didn't seal it up properly. And that's something that is almost a downfall in terms of these, because one thing I've noticed with any earplugs really is that compared to having an over-ear setup where you know it's sealed up unless you bump it, right? That if you don't have it sealed up tight, that's going to be a negative. And also indoor ranges, super loud, like events where it's like machine guns firing all day, you may want to double up on your ear protection, even if you had regular foam tips. Same with these. I mean, they're great for hunting, for listening to music, for running around outdoors at the range. You could probably get away with them on an indoor range if it's not too busy, but if there's a lot of gunfire going on, you may want to double up just to be safe. You only have one hearing, you only have 2 ears, so treat it with respect and make sure you seal these up. But other than that, I think they're great. I think the battery life works fine for what it is. The Bluetooth connectivity is very, very fast. Haven't had any issues with disconnecting or anything like that. I actually haven't really had these die on me. They say 12 hours, so I mean, I kind of believe it. Sweat-proof, which is great because out on the range, these get nice and sweaty. So overall, I am impressed, and I definitely would recommend, with a couple of the caveats that I mentioned about the fact that they are a foam tip base. Don't be using the silicone as well for putting in your ear at the range, because this is a quick way to go deaf right here. These are pretty much just for listening to music, going for a run, things like that. All they are very comfortable, which is good. Definitely go with the foam tip. So, well, I'll drop a link down below for you guys if you're interested in getting a set of these Axils here. Honestly, I'm very glad I have them now because they are definitely a go-to for this hot summer months. But of course, you definitely can use your over ears. You can even double up with these if you want, but they work really well. Sound quality is good, battery life's good, all the above mentioned. Excellent. So definitely recommend. Link down below for you guys. If you have any questions about these, on how to use them, how do they work, I'm not going to tell you if they fit your ear or not, but you got a bunch of different sizes to pick from to fit your ear, very customizable. So if you have any questions, hit them down in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. As always, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up, really helps me out. Head on over to Instagram, follow me there, like us on Facebook for all the latest and greatest deals on the internet, such as if these ever go on sale. There'll be links over there on Facebook, and I'll see you guys in the next review.